Okay, what's going on? Grand Rising. Today is Wednesday, June the 26th, 2024. And today we're going to be looking at is dollar index and the futures market. So here really quick, we'll jump straight into, we have about 4 minutes. We'll jump straight into a little bit of higher time frames here. Looking at dollar index, we're very bullish. So we'll start there. Um, let's see if this will open up. Okay. So dollar index on an intraday standpoint, very bullish from the daily open of Wednesday, very bullish, right? So we've already made a new high. We're coming into that point of reference that we're looking at right below 106.50 here on that daily to see if we're going to get a distribution or if price is just going to pop on through and take that 106.50 highs, which looks a lot more reasonable for today. So for me, I'd rather look for shorts long term on futures, but if I can find a buy back up after price, selling overnight, then I might look for that area as well. But looking into higher time frames, as we continue to get that bullish dollar, we are starting to see dailies break down here. So, YMs engulfing yesterday was really nice. And then how this is starting to break down here as well. So let me take a screenshot of this for my group chat really quick too. Just drop that in the chat really fast. Okay, so we have that daily. Now we have 2 minutes, like that 4 hours. So swing low, swing high. We kind of broke out and kind of made a range here. Now this looks like internal liquidity, and I'd be looking left down at this candle here. And then I think we have quite a ways to go here on YM with that daily breaking down yesterday. So going into a little bit more intraday or H1 timeframes today, one thing you can notice about price is it sold off overnight on all the assets, right? So sell off on YM, sell off here. And so, of course, that people would want them to continue to sell off. But I think also you could see price start to build up on an intraday platform, right? So, or intraday game board. So just really quick for the recording side, gold falling tremendously, which means we'll probably have a strong dollar. I want to see what Bitcoin is doing. I want to see if it's going to break this 60K level, maybe move down to 55,000. So we'll go straight to the snipe window now. Let's get ready to blast these markets this morning. Make sure you went through your trader's constitution, set up your mental framework. And yeah, so as you can see now, we've already kind of got that demand zone area off that 19,900. Prices already kind of responded. So I'll really be looking to possibly take out traders on a buy move to the upside potential. So let's work. Computer's kind of loading slow today, so that's already not good. Okay, so that's New York Open. So that does look pretty good. Uh, so we'll watch this area. I kind of like how it's already playing off this area. And then you had a 5 minute 825 to 830 sign of strength. So um we'll just see how that first minute, plays out. YM finding more weakness. So kind of just watching this 1 hour here. See if how we're gonna play. What is the low on this? I do want to know this 5 minute setup here. It's loading slow. I don't know what's going on. That's gonna drive me crazy. Okay. So there's that. Take profits. Let's watch this minute close. See if it rallies too fast away from New York here. I like how this price looks, to be honest, right here. Just want to see if I can get a little bit better. Push down into the area. You do have ES falling right now, going for those lows. So you don't want to get manipulated out here. First move. First move. Okay, so price is already kind of getting bullied to the upside here when it comes to NQ. So really got to be focused on those 5-minute setups and positioning of risk. But we'll see here in the first few minutes if we get anything, any kind of slight pullbacks where I would put my risk here. So the low in this market is 19,904. So I kind of like how it's pulling back here. So let's see here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually put, instead of putting the risk, I'm going to do it like this. Do one. Okay. And then I'll do one here. So if price was to come under that low, I wouldn't want to. So stop. I wouldn't want to be in there either. So I like how that looks right there. We'll see how price continues to play down into the area here. Now you aren't seeing any strength really on ES. It's just kind of absorbing. So we'll see how they play here. So we're just watching this New York open area to see if we're going to get that response. It is kind of slipping that first part of the candle, which is, annoying, but we had to protect ourselves just in case. So there's half of the order right there. And they're kind of playing inside that area. So that would be the area that I would anticipate possibly. But they're still down here. They just kind of, like I said, absorbed under the open. So let's see if we can do this here. So let's see if we can do this. Then we'll add this risk right here. So wanting to see if this area is going to work out, this 15-minute area, to then go to the highs of the market. 15.5 structure holding. Okay, so I'd like to see that 5-minute price and then below that New York open price still stay strong. And then we're looking for a push of, to the 20K area, anticipating that this is a 15.5 accumulation. Really, really big pop down on YM, like running the lows, and then now it's starting to find more upside, which makes sense in that location. And then ES isn't finding that weakness, and it almost looks like NQ is starting to, find the right buyers here at the right time. So I like 2080. I like price going back above market open. That'd be really nice. So seeing ES also print the same time, pretty bullish on that 15, showing some signs of strength from the higher low perspective. So I do like how they're both running like that. That's pretty good. If we can continue 5 minute strength here, then great. If not, then we'll come back and have to watch what they do here later. But I do like the 15. I like the 1 hour to at least go back above 20K potential. And then looking at dollar index, just since the open, we did blast the 106 level. Wow, I didn't even see that until just now. We did blast that 106 level with a lot of strength, and we're in that 50% daily area. So, didn't really take that into consideration, unfortunately. I didn't realize we popped up there that fast. So we'll see where we're at closing here for 40. And then, like I said, I think as we've been selling overnight all night, right? So people have been selling the price all night. So I would love to see price come back up at least 50% of this. It didn't have to go all the way back to the highs, but if it can come from, here to at least like 19,990s, 20K area, like that would be pretty nice. Okay, so wanting to see this 5 minute close with some strength here. Okay, so good price right there on that 5 minute. It's building up pretty nice there on the smaller time frames. The one, right, accumulating out of that 15.5 area, and off that point of interest area. So if we can push back above daily open, that would kind of give me some more signs that we might find some strength today. Just because, like I said, we've been selling overnight quite a bit. So okay, so 5 minute, 15 minute price looks good. We're above our entry. We're above New York Open. So now what we want to see is price just continue to hold this level here, and stay bullish above New York Open, and then rally up to daily. When we rally up to daily, we can start managing that trade as we're above daily open, following our rules of when we short the market, or AKA give back our buy positions to someone. So we love to short the market above daily open, and we love to give back our positions that are good buy positions above daily open. So everything's kind of building up really nicely there on the 15. 1 hour, it makes a lot of sense too. And like I said, with that 4 hour, how we looked yesterday, it looks really nice too. So We'll see if we can get that pop up here and close something here today. But taking a look at dollar index, like I said, super bullish, and just kind of making its way at that 104.10, excuse me, 106.10s area. So, but we'll continue to watch this here, see what we get, see if we can, break above 19,950. Because if we can't, prices are a little bit more bearish and they are bullish right now. So, and they're not really showing the greatest price here. So I like where the 15 minutes are on both of these, ES and NQ. So like I said, if we can get out of this 15-minute, close above daily, get above key level, then we can manage the rest of the trade, I think, for sure. Okay, so it's just waiting on this 15-minute close, this 5-minute close. We want to see if we can keep closing with strength out of that accumulation. It looks pretty good right now. Like I said, we just want to see it push up here. No, didn't know that I clicked that. Oops. Sorry, my bad. So we're still watching this price. Things are looking pretty good here. We're pushing up fairly quickly out of that 15 5-minute area. So I like it. I like it right now. We're doing pretty good. Now we want to focus when we have two contracts on of paying ourselves, right? So what I'm focused on this asset here is the previous high to the current low, right? And then I want to get above the 50, so 19,990, as you guys can see, like right there. So I'm trying to get into that market open range today. That'd be a really, really good trade. So we are pushing up. We are getting ready to get that 5-minute close here in about 30 seconds, and we're pushing up really fast right now. Okay, so I'm getting ready to get a pretty good close here for that 15. So strong close right there, 15 and 5 showing strength. Okay, so now we just want to see continuation above that daily open, and that's going to be a pretty good setup if it can, go from there. But you want to start seeing that 15-minute strength out of that higher low on ES as well. And you'd like to see some strength, I'd say, up to that 39,400 on YM. But I like how these are looking. When you look across the board, 4 hour, 1 hour, 15. And like I said, so many people sold overnight that it almost makes it like, when you ask yourself, where's the money? It kind of gives you an idea to see exactly where it is. Now we're pushing up again. We're pushing into previous support of the day, back into daily open, which is, this is typical price. And we're getting the similar price out of ES. So as we push up a little bit higher here, I'm going to start protecting this position. since we do have two contracts still on the board. Okay. So as we get above daily open, we're already up $1,000 on the day. So thinking about this, right? We just took this trade 10 minutes ago. Right. So essentially we could close this trade right now for $1,000, but we're gonna protect it and see if we can push to that 2K range today. 1 hours look really good. 4 hours look. Let me look at those really quick. Those look really good, like an absorption type play, especially for NQ. But it could be short lived just because, like I said, we have had very bullish dollar, but I think dollar's at a point where it's getting ready to like retrace. Really good push here. We're pushing above daily open. So just kind of watching that. Okay, so I like the push that we're getting here right now. Prices are really running. Okay, so let's see what we get here. Prices at daily open. So this is where we would want to see price continue to rally in our favor. Okay. We don't want to see price really go, not in our favor from here. So 21 from our entry is 36. And so for me personally, like I said, yes, I want to see this continue up and watching this 15 and fives. So I'm gonna write this down really quick. Okay, it looks really good here. So we'll just continue to watch. So I like how we're above daily open. So I really want to watch how price presents itself with the 5 minute closes here. Because think about it, like I said, there's so many people overnight that we're selling and they're in a profit. They have to eventually do something. You know what I mean? And so what I want to do with half of this order, I'm going to keep watching this 5 minute close. I don't want to see any breakdown over here. 1 hour looks really good. 15 looks really good. And then the high of day is 20,070, which is pretty crazy. But that right there would show me that we need to keep seeing signs, right? This 5 minute would like for it to close strong. I like how it's moving right now. ES moving really good too. I'm gonna bring that over just for video sake. All right, when you're watching all three, something to focus on is gonna be how they're playing their 15-minute locations, right? Like they played this 15-minute location perfectly, NQ and ES, and they're moving very similar. Okay, so we're gonna continue to watch here. Now my goal is to dump this off when I can have about $1,000 plus profit no matter what. Right. So like today we're gonna continue to watch. I think they're gonna get, all the way up into here and break above that London open, but I'm gonna continue to watch here just to make sure. Okay, 5 minute close, getting ready to load right now. Bam, good 5 minute close. So we'll see here what they do um with the next few opens here. But we do for sure don't want to have multiple risk on this asset here. So we'll move one of those up into profit. So one to protect me from taking large losses and one to help me find a profit for today. That's kind of the setup we're in right now. And now our risk on that original trade is, to me, way too much. So I may end up going break even on the rest of the trade or moving it to the bottom of this area here. So just for sure, I'm going to go ahead and do that because I'm not going to accept any more than that anyway. So that's the setup right now. So let's see here. Okay, so we're just watching price at this point, to see if it's going to go in our favor. Now, as the 5 minute continues to run, as this 15 minute continues to run, 845 to 850. So this was okay. So we write that down. Okay, 850. Okay, so price is looking really good. Now we're at $2,000 profit. We're pushing over 50% of the day. So now it's really going to be about, prices above daily open. You can be shorting some of your position to the market if you like. But what I'm going to do is continue to protect and trail, right? Because this looks really good when you look at like a 1 hour bounce play. And like I said, I would love to give it back above market. That would be really, really ideal to do. And then you're seeing ES do very similar things. So everything looks pretty good. So I'm gonna update my group chat really quick on how I'm covering the position. The price is screaming up to 20K. That's perfect. We're right at the levels we want to be. Okay, so now we're looking really good. Okay, so we're looking good now. 5 minutes breaking up pretty higher really quickly. We want to see the 15 break this area right here. Right? That area at 20K level. That's what I'm basically anticipating here because I think they'll just run up to market open afterwards. Um, and so now what I'm going to do is move this up into daily open just to secure some of the bag today. That's securing about 30, 40 points just in case. And then with the rest of the move that I have left available, I'm going to go ahead and leave my risk where it is currently, and then continue to watch this setup here. So we'll let that if that happens, and then we'll manage the rest of the trade. So nice prices kind of coming back down to that daily, which we've moved our risk up about, like I said, 36, 46, 56, 66, about 30 points in profit, which is good. That'll leave us with a green day no matter what. And we still have a trade on the board after them. So we'll kind of watch as price goes here. 5 minute looks good to continue higher from 850 to 855. So that's good. And then we'll see what 9 brings us as well. So that was a good 5 minute. So now I think if we can just break through the 20K range, we'll reach for 030 pretty quickly. So now it's starting to break down, which is fine. We have our trailed sell stop. Okay, so price is kind of making its way back down, which is fine. Okay, so I just took half of our order, which is great. So now we're at about, I think, a $700 profit on the day, $800, and we are break even here pretty much on the rest of this order. So either this is going to continue higher, or we're going to have to protect the position and wait for a new position, or just accept what we already have on the board for today. which what I'm going to do here, because I don't, if price was to come all the way back down below New York Open, that's kind of like where I would anticipate price to not work out. But if price can continue here, then we're fine. So let me take a few notes here, 850 to 855. 5 minute SOS. And so I could have probably moved my sell stop, the first one, a little bit under 19,950 just to keep that order live, but I want to secure some of the points that had moved. 5 minute sign of strength, the daily open. Okay, so 5 minutes showing pretty good strength there as we're moving higher. And so we want to see if this 5 minutes is going to close as a bullish candle and above 20K. Because if it starts to break down above daily open, that's why I always say you want, no matter where you get in on that New York Open entry, you want to give back your positions above opening price of the day. That's just how it works. And so I did that, right? Price kind of came back down, went back below daily. It took me out for a small profit, and then I still have my remainder trading from the original position, 19,930. So I'm not letting go of this thing. I'm hoping that we can actually go make another all-time high here, or a new high in this market for the week. So EF showing that signs of strength on the 1 hour and 15 from that higher low perspective. But now we're starting to kind of see them have a little resistance. So this 5 minute close, still got about 2 minutes before this 5 and 15 minute close. The price is starting to break down. So I don't like how it's breaking down for the remainder of what we have, but we want to wait for this 15 minute 9 a.m. Candle close. 1 hour is looking like, for with a minute left there, it's going to close bullish. So there's a good sign that we get, some bullish price right after that going into 9:15 potential, unless it just breaks down completely. ES still showing that strength off that 52 or 55.25 quarter, but they're really pumping it down now here. It's very fast. So let's see if this is just like a news pump down here. I have my risk in place with the partial already taken, so we'll have to see what it do. So we'll see how this. Hopefully, this price responds very well to the upside. That'd be cool. So it's kind of having a hard time there at daily open, which makes a lot of sense. So, like I said, price having a hard time at daily open. ES not really showing that signs of strength anymore as well. Let's take a look while we can at dollar. Dollar still printing above 106. Weekly gonna probably print as a bullish and daily bullish candle as of right now. So they may start bringing this back. We'll continue to watch this price though. If it's gonna fail the daily open, we'd want to see it fail the daily open. Like right now, it's not doing that, so that's a good sign that we could be going higher on our trade. That looks good. If they can just pump this 20K level, would be even better in the next 15 minutes. So so it looks really good to continue. Price of the range open. Okay, we're looking really good. We're pushing back up. We're back above daily. So now if we can just clear that 20K level, reach for that market open level, then there's a chance that we do continue this trade higher. But they are having a little bit of difficulty here at this daily open. So this 5 minute close, you'd want to see it close above opening price of the day. Otherwise, this will start to slump over. You are seeing YM start to get aggressive in 39,320 levels as well. At the same time, you have ES and a higher low. So I could definitely see us reaching up for that 20,050 level potential. So that's like the next 100 points up is that 20,050 level, which I definitely could, like I said, see us getting to, especially the little double tops right there. So yeah, 20,030 market open would be 100 points on this trade. So we're just looking to grab those 100-point pushes most of the time. Obviously, we wish we had two contracts that just one, but we have to manage the trade. Now, one thing I will say as well is when I manage this trade, I like where I have this sell stop. But with those two contracts, I think what I need to do differently is put my risk from the other trade inside the accumulation area, not inside the expansion. Right, that'll be for my notes. I'm still grateful for what's happening though now. Price still pushing up with that one contract where we've secured $600-700 and we're floating 1,300 right now, so that's not bad. But there's still things that we could do better. You know what I mean? But I like how the setups look. Higher time frame, ES moving higher at the same time. So yeah, we're pushing right now. And then I just want to bring this over for reference is the H4s, right? This H4, I was really anticipating 2150s to be an area to get hit on NQ. So potentially if we can raise up out of this area, then that's kind of where my mind is at. And so we are pushing still right now. If we can clear that 2020 level, I'll make sure that this has no risk at all. As of right now, we are printing above daily open as well. So let's go ahead and kind of solidify that. And we are bullish as of right now. So let's just kind of, keep watching this area above daily. All right, if they fail this area right here, though, this 20,000 psychological number, likelihood of it going higher is a lot less. All right. So I think we can at least reach for market open. There's no signs of weakness right now. So ES looking really good too. So Rice, nice. Price is rallying. Wow. Wish we were in two contracts, man. Oh my gosh. 1,400 floating plus the 600 we closed. So we're doing good. We're over our $2,000 day goal. We are now 100 plus points close in profit here. Market open would be 100 plus points. So we'll continue to scale and watch this. 5 minute price looks really good for the 9 to 9:05. And so that first 15 minutes of 9 is just really, really bullish right now. Come on, what's it doing? The computer's freezing up. Okay, that's good. We're good. Nice. Price is still rallying here. We're not really stopping. Like I said, could have done a little bit better on my risk placement on that first one. It still secured us a nice profit, but we'd be up about 3,000 instead of 1,500 right now, which is, I'm still grateful. I think we're gonna push even farther. We're running right now. All right, price is really pushing for us here. This is really good. So we're back above London Open. We want to see the full 100 plus point push. Let me see something really quick. Uh, okay, so price is doing really good. Um, okay, so let's see here. So price is still looking really strong. No signs of weakness right now. We are at London Open, which price could start getting weak. So we will anticipate that. I'd like to see price continue to hold this area, but if I start to see it break down above daily open, I would probably anticipate, maybe some profit taking. This would have been a little bit better of an area to take profit earlier. So nothing wrong with that, but let's continue to watch this price here. And so I would just want to see price go above market here. We'll continue to watch these 5 minute closes. Let's watch right here. Okay, because in this next 15-minute close, we'd want to see technically price run up to that 20,050 potential, unless it shows us something otherwise, right? And so like right now, 1 minute starting to break down kind of in this area, which isn't so great. But we are starting to push. So we are above daily. We have reached to that other point of interest. So you always want to protect yourself or pay yourself. So at this area for sure, there's nothing for me to lose. I want to make sure and just kind of put that a little bit in profit there, protect myself in the rest of the trade, um, and see where this goes here, 15.5. I'd really like to, like I said, see this 5 minute price continue up to at least above market open, giving us the full 100 plus point push. And you still are seeing quite a bit of strength on ES, and it has a little bit of room to go before its daily open. So we're about 5 points off of its daily open. So I don't like how that 5 minutes playing, to be honest, off of that 15 minute as well. And that London, that key level of 20K. So if that 5 minute basically starts to do what it's doing right there, I pretty much want to secure more of the bag, right, to these lows. I don't want price to go below 19,955 essentially at this point. So if it did, then it would probably go lower, or it would give me the ability to possibly buy in a better area. So I really want to focus on how this candle closes and how they play around daily open. It's kind of showing weakness here, which isn't as great. And like I said, 20K is going to be a hot level for price to decide what it wants to do. Taking a look at that 4 hour. Let me look at that really quick here. Taking a look at that 4 hour, I just think we're going to break that 2100 area eventually. So let's see here. Okay. I want to mark that area really quick on the higher time frame, because I think we're in a 4 hour accumulation that can push out to that 2100, 2150. But we'll have to see what they decide here. 21. That would be crazy. So watching that price pretty tough there. And wanting to see how this 1 hour is going to close. But we're not really getting the candle closures we want to see here. We'll see in the next minute, 45 seconds, if we get the closure, essentially, since we have the higher high, right? If we can get the closure now on the candle right here above that open, I think that there's still a lot of chance for price to continue bullish. But any closures below that level, and I would say, not as great. But I like how it looks right now. So this 9:15 close will be key. We're getting that 15-minute close above key level 20,000 psychological number. We have nothing but bullish price action, 15 and 5 and H1. So it'd be nice to see if we can get this closure, like I said, with some 5-minute strength and the 15-minute above 20K. Good price right now. So like I said, if we can reach, could definitely see 21 being a key level today, 2100. So good 15-minute close, no signs of weakness, right? On that 5 as well. So I'm gonna take a screenshot of that just for the So with that rejection of London like that, me personally, I'm probably gonna close this one out for today. Um, just because, like I said, the price is starting to kind of act up a little bit. Um, but let's see how it reacts off this 20K level here. Yeah. So that 5 minute starting to break down. Probably gonna close that out for today. So I'm gonna close that one out for today to end with a profit. We ended up going from New York Open up into, let me put this in a group chat. So yeah, we're in for a profit for today. We entered down at New York Open at 30s. I wanted that 20-30 area. Potentially price will continue up to there, but I'll be grateful for what I have for today. With that being said, for the recording, definitely, let me know if there's anything I can change or articulate the message better and make more sense. Overall, I think it will potentially go up, but sometimes I've kind of realized once I reach out of that 15 5 minute area that I don't need to continue to try to wait because my expected value is so good for the day. All right. So, like I said, with that being said, I appreciate you guys watching the recording, and we'll be back the same place, same time tomorrow. Have a good rest of your day.